Welcome back to the Wellness Architect podcast. I'm your host, Mark McGrelly. So before we get into this podcast, I just want to give you a quick reminder. Please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out hugely and it gets my message across to somebody that might need it. Okay, so today we're talking about something that affects every single one of you. It's fatigue. Now, here's the truth. Fatigue is one of the biggest reasons I talk to clients in midlife. They'll say stuff like, I've tried magnesium, I'm on lion's mane, I've got a drawer full of supplements, and I still feel tired. It's because we've been sold the idea that there's a magic pill out there, a quick fix, a magic powder, the latest trend. But here's the problem. If your foundations aren't right, no supplement in the world is going to save you. So, in this episode, I want to break down exactly what causes fatigue, the 4 foundations you need to fix first, and why supplements seem to work sometimes, and then when that actually makes sense to start taking them. By the end, you'll have your own blueprint you can start using today with no gimmicks and no fluff. Just a system that works for you. So let's start with a bit of honesty. Fatigue is normal. If you're a busy parent, you're working full time, you're balancing your family, you're training, you may be even running businesses or a business, of course you're going to feel tired sometimes. This isn't a sign of weakness, this is just normal life. If you've had a child up who's unwell, you know what I'm talking about. The problem is, when fatigue is consistent, when every morning it feels like a battle to get up, when you're living in just fog all the time, when you're never at 100%, and consistent fatigue is nearly always a sign of a missing foundation. It's not because you didn't find the right powder or you're not taking the right supplement. It's because your body is running on empty. So, let's go through the foundations. Sleep. Now, I'm sure you've heard this before. Sleep is the number one non-negotiable. We all know the common 7 to 8 hours. I used to think I could work it out or out-caffeinate it or just push through. But the truth is, if you're not getting proper REM and deep sleep, you're never recovering truly. And eventually, it catches up. Think about it. Sleep is when your body repairs muscle. It balances your hormones and it stores memory of all the things that you've done that day. And it also clears out toxins from your brain. So without that, you're starting every day in a debt from the day before. So here's what exactly worked for me. I needed a constant wind down routine. I just set a cut off 1 hour before bed. There was no scrolling, there was no emails. Instead, I read, I stretched, or I journaled. I wore blue block glasses or blue light glasses. And on an evening when I went to bed, the room had to be dark and as cool as possible. And my phone was well out of reach. Even tiny little things like an app to do white noise or something, a covering for your eyes, it all makes a huge difference to help you get that deep sleep. During the day, if I had a bad night's sleep, I found that I had to use a daytime reset. So if you're feeling wiped out by afternoon, what I did was I didn't slam in another coffee. I took 10 to 20 minutes NSDR. That's a non-sleep deep rest. You may have heard this before. It's a little bit like a guided meditation. It actually lets your brain reset. So this bought me enough energy to get through that day. And I used that a lot until all my nights were starting to be more consistent. And I still use that now if I've had a bad night. Try this action step tonight. Make one change to your bedtime routine. For me, your one big change should be your phone. Stop scrolling and now at the 2 hours before bed. Just put your phone in another room or just turn it off and leave it. See how you get on. The second foundation is hydration. Most people are walking around in a constant state of mild dehydration. And dehydration feels exactly the same as fatigue. Low energy, headaches, brain fog. So here's what I did. I aimed to drink 2 to 3 litres of water every day. I used one large water bottle. You can buy them with the little measurements on it, or you can just do it yourself, or just make sure. One big large water bottle, 2 to 3 litres, it should be gone by the end of the day. On days when I trained and I sweated a lot, I added a little thing like pink salt or electrolytes, so sodium, potassium and magnesium. That was a big shift. I stopped thinking of hydration as optional. It became a system. I filled the bottle in the morning, and the bottle had to be empty at least 2 hours before bed. That was so I was not up all night peeing. So here's your action step. Grab a bottle, and you've got to know it holds 2 litres. Fill it in the morning and make sure it's empty 2 hours before bed. Try that one for a week and see how your energy changes. The third foundation is fuel. Your body is like a building. You can't repair it without raw materials. So when I tracked my food, I realized I was under-eating protein by miles. And without protein, your muscles can't recover. Your blood sugar crashes and your energy tanks along with it. The fix was simple. Try and target 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and then spread that across your meals throughout the day. I didn't need to be calorie aware. I wasn't trying to lose weight, but I'm also not wanting to starve myself. So this helped me. If I fueled with protein first, it helped me not overeat, because protein gives that satiety feeling. Don't you feel full? Build your meals around it. So chicken, fish, eggs, yogurt, plant-based sauces like tofu, anything like that. At least 1 palm or 2 palm full per meal will help you feel full and satiated right the way through. So here's your action step. Try this. Track your protein. Don't change anything. Just track what you're eating and see what the number is. The chances are you'll probably find that there's a huge gap, and then add protein to fill it. The fourth foundation is movement. Now, this sounds backwards. When you're tired, the last thing you want to do is go and exercise. But here's the paradox. Movement actually creates energy. Have you ever felt tired and then your kids have come in and you had to get up and you're running around, and then all of a sudden you don't feel tired again? That's because it increases blood flow. It increases oxygen delivery, and it trains your body to become more efficient. I didn't start with a 2-hour gym session, and I don't do 2-hour gym sessions. What I did do was start with walking every day, 10 to 15 minutes, working up to 20 minutes. I made sure I did 2 resistance training sessions per week. So it could be bands, it could be body weights, it could be weights. Whatever I had, I used. I also filled in with a couple of mobility drills to keep my joints happy, moving as I aged. And I found the more I moved, the more energy I had. Fatigue went down and my mood went up. So here's an action step. Don't aim for perfect. Just aim for consistent. Schedule 2 workouts this week. This is your time. Even if they're short, just make them non-negotiables. They're that meeting you have to go to. Now, here's the part that's going to get confusing. Sometimes supplements do feel like they're working. Why? Well, it's placebo. You expect energy, so you feel energy. It really comes down to deficiency. If you're low in magnesium, then a supplement will help. So masking it with caffeine, that'll perk you up, but it won't fix the root cause. The problem is most people don't know if they're deficient in something or not. You just go and buy whatever TikTok is pushing that week. And then when it doesn't work long term, they blame themselves instead of realizing that the basics aren't in place. Now, don't get me wrong. Supplements aren't evil. They're just the last 5%. The foundations that you set in are the 95%. And without 95%, the 5% does absolutely nothing. So the heart of this message really is systems beat shortcuts. You must have them systems in place. Otherwise, the tiny 5% are going to do nothing. Motivational fade, and then all the hacks you keep trying are going to stop working. But systems, daily repeatable actions create consistency, and consistency builds results. I'm sure you found that in your businesses. I'm sure you found that with your kids. For me, the systems looked like this. A wind down routine, and if I really did mess up my sleep for whatever reason, an NSDR reset during the next day. 2 to 3 litres of water per day and 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight of protein. 2 workouts scheduled each week. It's simple, it's repeatable, and it's not sexy. But they'll work. And they'll work for you too. So, here's my challenge for you. Before you go and buy another supplement, stick them away, stop taking them. Check your foundations. Is your sleep consistent? Are you hydrated? Are you eating enough protein? Are you moving enough during the day? Are you moving regularly? And if the answer is no to any of those, start there. Build a system, stay consistent, and fatigue will stop running your life. Then add supplements to top it up. If today's episode's helped you, hit subscribe on Spotify, Apple, or YouTube. Come and join our school community where we rebuild energy, strength, and confidence all together, step by step, brick by brick. I'm Mark Negrelli, the Wellness Architect, and don't forget, build it, live it. I'll see you in the next one.